The word iota has two distinct meanings. As a noun, 1. A tiny or scarcely detectable amount. 2. The ninth letter of the Greek alphabet.
Welcome to IoTA. It's Friday, August 12th, 2016. I'm Tony Lynn. IoTA is a daily news podcast focused on the Internet of Things industry and a little bit of flavor of Atlanta whenever I get a chance. So let's get right to it. PC World reports that IoT is now growing faster than smartphones. Stephen Lawson writes that cell carriers added 1.4 million cars. Now, all we're talking about is cars here. We'll get to that in a second. In Q2 of 2016 as compared to 1.2 million new phones. He did caution and remind that Q4 is always the biggest quarter for phones as new models roll out, and of course the holidays generate additional sales. Stephen's article focuses primarily on vehicles, also discussing how fleets are using cellular to collect data for the fleets, think big trucks and things along those lines. His data did not include any other source of IoT. So just even with the fact that he's only reporting on cars and not actual other IoT deployments, showing that IoT is already starting to exceed mobile rollouts, which is very impressive. Nathan Eddy in Information Week reports that IoT spending will exceed $3 trillion by 2025. Most of the projection reports we've read up until now have all stopped at 2020. This is the first one that looks a little further into the future. Last year, IoT spending was estimated $750 billion. Interested to see where 2016 ends up, but by 2025, IoT would generate about 2 zettabytes of data. 1 zettabyte is equal to 1 billion terabytes. So big data. Maybe they should change the name of that. Nathan also expects that more than 10% of the connections will be LPWA, which stands for low power wide area, networks such as Sigfox, LoRa, or LTE NB1. I don't know what the NB1 stands for, maybe narrow band, but this is a very interesting point here that yet again more and more is going into this. I think part of the problem might be that, as someone recently coined, it's really the Internet of Everything. Is it really can't call it the Internet of Things for too much longer, although we probably will because it's a nice buzzword. But literally everything is going to be connected somehow to this. I mean, we're getting to that space of like tech wars. I don't know if you remember that, the William Shatner novels from back in the late 90s. But literally where everything is always connected on. William Gibson, I think, also kind of predicted a lot of this kind of sort of thing. Regardless, the fact of it is that we're getting to a point where literally everything is going to be connected, and then how do we deal with all this information? And as everything becomes connected, everything gets lumped into the same bucket of money, and so it becomes easier and easier to say, oh, by 2025 we'll have $3 trillion. Who knows what that really is going to be and how they're going to break it down when we get there. Regardless, let's move on. Honeywell unveils its industrial IoT platform, writes Neha Bhatia in Construction Week Online. The Uniformance Suite is a fully integrated system of process software programs that turn plant data into actionable information for smart operations. Ali Raza, the VP of Honeywell Process Solutions, said, the software suite provides powerful data analytics capabilities to enable customers to capture the data they need, visualize trends, collaborate with other users, predict and prevent equipment failures, and act to make informed business decisions. Our customers are challenged to drive a culture of safety, reliability, efficiency, and agility in their organizations, more so now than ever. And he finalizes, they need access and visibility to real-time performance against business metrics. More industry 4.0 stuff here, where large, manufacturing locations, warehouses, things along those lines. That they want to be able to manage the entire plants and see what's going on at any given place. My father spent many years working for the nuclear power plant, and they would have some systems like this specifically around the monitoring and management of the reactor. But this is really talking about the entire thing from soup to nuts. Very interesting things, and as these systems become more widespread, it would be very interesting to kind of see how they play out. But certainly Honeywell is a leader in this. I know at least locally here in Atlanta, they're hiring like crazy for IoT engineers. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you're interested in IoT, Honeywell might be an opportunity for you. Ben Dixon of TechCrunch reports that fog computing is pushing IoT intelligence to the edge. The term fog computing was coined by Cisco and refers to bringing computing closer to where the data is generated, instead of pushing it to a central, i.e. cloud, location for analysis. Some advantages of fog computing is advanced security, since data doesn't have to cross as many routers to get to where it's going, and to help make zero-day decisions. So in effect, being able to make the decision at the location. We touched on this a little week, where basically the original sort of premise of IoT was low power, low bandwidth, where it doesn't have to really make decisions, just has to collect data and send it to a certain location. And there are now where we're getting to the point where as prices drop, as it becomes a commodity, we can put more and more power into the devices and still remain the same size. So just look at the evolution of Raspberry Pi or Arduino, is that the devices have pretty much stayed the same, but they get more and more capability each revolution. And ultimately, it's going to get to the point where you're going to have enough power at the site of data capture, and you're going to have enough intelligence built into it that it's actually going to make the decisions for you. And something like fog computing helps, so that when your devices are connected, so let's use your home as an example, that if everything is connected and you have the right programming in place and something happens, it can make a decision in real time. So if, say if power fails, or maybe the front door gets broken into, then it can make those decisions as to, how to go for it. A lot of edge cases here still, but obviously this is a really cool thing. And that one was a pick from a user. I mean, it was a pick from a viewer, not a user. Sorry. And from Bobby John, the CEO of Band of Coders, actually here in Atlanta. Bobby and I have known each other for many years, and so he's going to watch out for all these kind of articles. And this is the second one he sent in as many weeks. So thanks, Bobby. Keep sending those in. I do have a pick of the day. Intel finally is, we've mentioned before, they're trying to, I guess, regain ground from lost sales to ARM. And as such, they have now come out with their own IoT developer kit. The base kit starts at about $29, and you can pick from a wide range of boards, going higher than that, obviously. The $29 kit is built for, if someone's just getting started. And then they go all the way up to some really high-powered stuff. Now, I didn't go through all of them. There was about 16, I think. I'm not going to count them now, but there was quite a bit of them. In addition to that, you can also then pick your IDE of choice, and IDE is an integrated development environment, in case you don't know. But the coding languages that are available are Node.js, C, C++, and Java. So you can kind of pick and choose from those as to how you want to write your code. But good. More kits means more opportunity for all of us. All right. So if you're enjoying what we're seeing and you're liking what you see, please feel free to support us at patreon.com/tonamuck. If you have any messages, any picks of the day that you might want to get into there, any article submissions, or just any comments on any articles I've already read, feel free to send me an email at tonamuck@gmail.com. You can always find me at Tonamuck on Twitter, or any of my projects at www.tonamuck.com. Since it's Friday, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you Monday.